Before starting my part of presentation, I would like to thank to all the defenders of Ukraine and in particular my father for giving me this opportunity to present my job and my country here. So, I work at MetaLab, and it's urban laboratory located in Ivano-Frankivsk that currently running two big projects. We making this project with support of big network of partners in Ukraine and abroad. First, our project is Kohaty. This project emerged as a response to full-scale invasion in Ukraine. We started created shelters for people who lost their homes due to the war. And now we transforming our project from creating emergency shelters to actually building sustainable model for affordable housing for people from different vulnerable groups. And we hope that we can make this model approved on the state level. Second, our project is Pole. This year we transformed our makerspace into a big research and product design center where we have massive opportunities to work with different materials, for example, like this metal, wood, 3D printing, electronics, clay. Also we have sustainable laboratory in Pole, and the community of residents that creating together different ideas and products. So sustainability is a core value for our team, and we implement sustainable solution into every our project. And when we created our sustainable materials lab, it was important to us that we can experiment with different nature, eco-friendly materials that can change conventional ones, which is not really stable and causing harm to nature. Why is it crucial to do it right now? Full-scale invasion caused a lot of constructional damage and created a lot of building waste, and we have many destroyed cities and individual buildings in every city, and we have this problem like what should we do with this waste? And for creating sustainable solutions, we need time and resources because we have to experiment, prototype, try different interactions, and then create some materials that we can advocate on a state level and propose as a solution to use for future building or renovating now. And traditional common building materials drain natural resources. As well, we know that many enterprises that created these materials are destroyed now or out of business. So create new buildings of these imported materials would be really unsustainable and expensive. And we believe that we can find this solution on site in Ukraine, and we can create some renewable, sustainable materials for building on site, locally. And Roman concrete actually is primary material of our installation, and this year at Tbilisi Architecture Biennial. Its recipe and name comes from ancient Rome, when people created long-term living, sustainable constructions using only three elements: porcelain, volcanic ash, water, and lime. And Roman concrete has a lot of different specifics, and one is much more resistant as an ordinary brick or concrete, and also the longer it stands, the stronger it becomes. It can heal itself by the time if you make the recipe right. And during our experiments, we tested different recipes where we added ingredients from the occupied territories of Ukraine, from destroyed buildings of Kherson and Kharkiv regions. And this concrete, with remnants of war, becomes an artifact that captures historical memory and collective pain as well. So in this case, sustainability also gains emotional value for the community. Because as we know, for person and on societal level, it works the same with the process of grieving. That grief doesn't disappear. It's only become basis around which our new life will continue to grow. Then we came up with the thought that this trauma of having occupied territories is common for Ukraine and Sakartvelo, and occupiers actually using occupied lands as their own resources without any care of how people and nature feeling them. So drawing from Ukrainian experiments, we can observe that Russians destroy evidence of their crimes, hunt animals in protected areas, and take over abandoned houses, harm different ecosystems. And this kind of interaction has no sustainability. And we as architects, activists, and any other people can work properly and with care with our land only after it will be free again. So for this installation, I found and gathered materials in Georgia. I was in Anaklia participating in summer school, and I collected sand and seawater from Black Sea to create the recipe of Georgian local Roman concrete, because as I believe we can seek common solution, share experience, and discuss our challenges all together, and we can strengthen each other's voices as different local initiatives from Ukraine and Sakartvelo. And we can together explore how we can minimize the risk of recently liberated territories being trapped in this gray zone, buffer zone, without identity in the future, because now they are isolated from all the world, and we don't have opportunity to work with them and care for people who live there. And for me, it's and also in our installation, you can see ready-made bricks with using of Ukrainian local materials, it's our offering to begin a dialogue and working together on these solutions, because we need to work on them right now to have them prepared for this land when they will be free. So I believe that solidarity activities at the horizontal level among civil society organizations such as MetaLab and Police Architecture Biennial will have significant impact in the long run. So we can work together on sustainable solutions for different issues about post-war reconstruction and restoration of buildings and restoration of buildings. Thank you.